Welcome everybody. In today's video, I'm going to react to one of my all-time favorite drummers solo. The name, Ian Paice. And if you know me, you know that I'm the only drummer on YouTube on this universe that has made drum covers of the whole Deep Purple discography. And I will do the new album as well when it will be released on July 3rd, 2026. Yes, so get ready for this too. Now, I'm going to review one of his most well-known drum solo. It's from their Machine Head tour that they did in '72 in Denmark. And, this is the black and white version of the drum solo. And I think that Ian Paice here, because he's pretty young, is totally on fire. You are going to watch with me that his hands are extremely fast and, his ideas are very clever. And also his left foot is on fire too. So let's begin by watching the video and I will react to what Mr. Ian Paice is doing on his drums. So let's get started. They are playing the mule and he does his drum solo. He starts by banging the ride. Oh yeah. You see, he's using singles and doubles. One thing I should mention is that, the drummers from the 70s and late 60s, they were always opening and closing the hi-hat. Unfortunately, nowadays, I see that many drummers are not doing that. This keeps the tempo going and also it creates a more unified sound on the whole drum kit. It makes... the air around the hi-hat is pretty nice, when you open it and closing it. It's something that I do as well, so let's continue. He's using this humongous rack tone. And, those drum solos are always, most of them are played on the snare. You can see he's, whoa! You see doubles and he also uses the paradiddles. Those drummers were heavily influenced by the snare drum learning curve, and they are using the rudiments and whatever they like to speeds that are extremely fast. So let's continue. This is very difficult to do with that precision and control. Yeah. Yeah. And one other thing that I should mention is that because, live gigs back then weren't that great with the equipment that was available at the time. So Ian Paice uses humongous sizes on his drums. I think on this tour he has a 16-inch rack tone. It was a floor tone, and Ludwig cut it down to a 16 by 10. And his floor tones are 18 and 20. And of course his bass drum is 26. Until to this day. And his Paices are, the bigger sizes, 15-inch hi-hats, and probably the crashes are 20-inch. I know that Paice wasn't making 22 inches crash and 24 inches that he uses today. So let's continue witnessing his extreme speed on his snare drum. Oh yeah, that was pretty nice. I really like the drumstick holder that he's tuning rods on his bass drum. Now he's going for the hi-hat. And great sound, by the way, you know, open bass drum, no muffling at all. You know, in order to project your drums, you have to tune them a little bit higher than usual and, you know, have them open sounded, you know. If you muffle your drum, you are cutting off not the, you know, the loudness of the drum, but the drum is missing something, you know. But today, you know, you're putting a microphone, you turn up the gain, and you know it sounds humongous and enormous. But back then, you see, he doesn't have as much microphones to support his drums. The microphones are for the audience, not for the stage. You know, Richie Blackmore used to have 25 Marshalls. You know, Ian Paice had to compete with all of this wall of sound. So let's continue. Sounded hi-hat. Now he's doing the speed acceleration with his bass drum. You know, and to play these things with the speed king pedal, it's a thing of its own. He's very consistent. He's very precise as well. And very powerful. Now he went from the singles to the doubles, just to be even faster. Now this is the part that I like very much. You know, he's playing the toms and, you know, toms, foot, toms, foot, toms, foot, you know, and he's going with the speed acceleration again. This is a trick that always excites people, you know, and with his great sound. And you will see in just a few seconds that he's going to play very, 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 very fast. Something like the intro on Pictures of Home. Oh yeah. You need a lot of stamina to do those things. Now he's going for the grand finale. You know, the quieter parts, and then made his crescendos and his, you know, louder hits. Oh yeah. You know, Ian Paice is a pretty precise drummer, you know. Every hit, it's very meticulously placed. And he has a great deal of power when he's doing this stuff. If you try it for yourself, you will see what I'm talking about. Now he's going for the press roll. And now the band is back together. So this was Ian Pace's magnificent hard rock drum solo from the 70s. I think that Ian Pace, it's an underrated drummer. All praise goes to John Bonham, but he also shaped the way drums are played to this day. I think this is my opinion as well, as well as Bill Ward from Black Sabbath. And his nickname was that he was the Buddy Rich of rock because of his hands, of course. So let me know in the comments what is your opinion about this drum solo that Ian Pace performed back in 1972. So until next time, take care and bye bye.